Hey, I'm back. This is Chandler from Melda Production, and today I'm going to show you how you can use MUnison to create a harmonized wall of guitars. Now, of course, this only works for monophonic sounds, so you can't play chords, but you can play single notes. So I might use this if I was playing like a lead line that I might want like harmonized, or if maybe I want to actually do the harmonizations myself and actually play them in, but sometimes you just want to hear what it might sound like before you go into all the trouble of actually doubling it yourself. So in both those cases, this can be great. So let me show you how to do it. First, I'll let you hear the guitar sound I have. It's fairly basic, just like this. Okay, now let's get started here. Now, this MUnison is actually new. It now has some devices here that you can play around with. This. One thing I should mention with this is going to cause latency. So if you're going to do this, I wouldn't try recording it in real time like I'm doing now, but I'd actually try recording it without MUnison on, and then afterwards put it on there to add the harmonies and things. Now, we're not going to use this choir one. We're actually going to go in and start from the default blank. I'll leave this at 4 voices for now. We can change this other stuff down here, the pitch stereo, later. But for now, let's just start here 50-50, like this. If I want to change it and I think it's not sounding too good, you might want to change the buffer size. So lower buffer sizes will make less latency like this. But if you listen to it, you see it sounds kind of buzzy and not good. I think around 2048 sounds pretty clear. That's better. You can make it even higher if you want, but I think for me, for guitar, that's a good area. What we're going to do next is we need to actually use the harmonizer because we want harmonized sounds, right? Now, as you set it up here, it has like this set where I can move this here. I'll leave that there for now. But what I want to do is use the count. This is how many voices you're going to have, how many pitch shift clones we're going to have. So in this case, I only want 3. I don't need that many. Okay? Now let's set these to the harmony we want. We have 0, we have 3, and we have -5. Let's go, actually, let's turn this down first. Let's hear 3. That's our thirds. Let's hear our 5th. This should be a 5th down. And instead of 0, because that's boring, let's move this to an octave up. Now we put them all together. I like that there. You can also set this completely wet like this. That's the thing, you have to kind of be careful with the vibrato. Sometimes it doesn't sound so good like that, to me at least. Also, where we have the scale here, I'm playing in C major, so you can set this here, or you can set it minor, or you can chromatically, or you can set whatever custom scale you want. In this case, I'm doing something in major. It's fair enough, you can figure it out for whatever song you're doing. From here, let's start adjusting things. Let's say I want more voices, like 12 voices like this. This should sound a bit different. But there's some other things I don't like. Let's say it's the width is a little bit too much. So let's bring in the stereo width a little bit. And the pitch, we can really change it, give us like a C6 sound like this. I don't want that. It defaults at 10, which I think is good, but you can move it down a little bit less if you want. This. And we can do other things with the delay time. So like at 40, it's pretty tight. But we can move it up here, like this. And we can also vary this. I think that's a little bit much, but I think 40 is a little bit short. Let's like 80 or 90. Vary it so that way it's not playing the exact same delay every single time. Oh, I need to play better. And there's other things we can do. We can mess with the formats and everything. But actually, I like to do it here in format shift. This way we can get a brighter or darker sound. So like this. Make it brighter by shifting it up. Make it really bright. I don't like that. It's too much fizz. I might want to actually move it down here like this. -1 or so. There we go. And of course, we can add more, like 4 here. Like, let's say I have this. Now I have a octave above it, or say a fifth above it too, as below and above. And as I said, now when I'm playing it, there's actually latency, so I wouldn't recommend tracking with this. But afterwards, you have something recorded, you can play it. So here's what I have recorded here. With it on. And remember to adjust the wet dry to whatever sounds good to you. But this is a great way to add a quick, like, I don't know, double harmonized part into something with guitar. You can also use this with voice too, but I'm a guitarist, so I decided to use voice here. And I think it sounds great. Also, even if you're like, I actually want to do the harmonization myself, this is a great way to actually hear what it's going to sound like in context before you actually like figure out the harmonization, record it, and then afterwards like, oh, I spent, 10 minutes making this harmonization and recording it, and now it doesn't sound good. This you can just slap on there quickly and say, oh, this sounds good in thirds, or oh, actually it needs a third and a fifth, or the fifth should be down, or the fifth should be up, etc. You can test all this out and save yourself lots of time, or just put it on your track and make it sound great. So, if you have any questions about this, please leave me any comments down below. Give this a thumbs up if you liked it, and check out all the other plugins at meldaproduction.com. Till next time, see you.